Welcome everybody for the class on pain management. This particular topic is quite close to me, pain management, because I have gone through a lot of physical pain, emotional pain. So this particular thing is about handling both of them. And whatever about the pain, most of the things which I am saying today could be something you can connect to. But let us start with the concept of how we are connected with our mind and body. That is like mind and body both are one unit. It's not like mind is separate, body is separate. So most of the times, whatever physical pain which we are experiencing could be a psychosomatic pain. Now, what is psychosomatic pain? Psychosomatic means the anything which we are thinking, the effect of that which is there on the body. Okay, psycho which is connected to the mind, so somatic soma that is connected to the body. So whatever like the link between the mind and the like body. So whatever stress is there, anger is there, any resentment is there, which also gets transferred in some bodily emotion or bodily feeling, okay, which can reflect as a pain. So most of the time when you are having pain, just popping up a pill may not work in the long term. Okay, let us first understand that why that pain could have happened. Okay, so I'm not mainly speaking about pain which suddenly comes, okay, not a recurrent pain. See, there could be something which is a physical problem, like, I'm not saying to overlook anything, but whether it is a temporary pain or a pain which has been there with you for many years, even for something to become a bigger problem, there would have been some problem which started right from some point of time where you have been emotionally upset. That is, let me give you an example. You are suddenly feeling like there is some kind of headache, or maybe, leg pain, shoulder pain, lower back pain. Okay, so then you feel, oh my God, I'm having this pain. Then probably you're not able to manage and you're taking a painkiller. After few days, again, you are feeling this pain. Maybe after a month or so, again, you're feeling this pain. And again, you are probably taking a painkiller. Okay, and then it goes away. But somewhere you also need to understand what could be the reason this pain happened. What were the things you did which could have created this particular pain? So when, if you have probably done some physical activity, for instance, if you are a runner, you ran for like 5K, 10K, 20K, 21K, whatever, and then you are experiencing some leg pain, then it is understandable that you did some activity, or you're at home, you have been like probably pushing some, or picking up some heavy objects, so then you are having some discomfort, then that is a different thing. but what I'm talking about is suddenly you are experiencing some pain without any background at all. Okay. So here it is very important to ask yourself what happened? Why am I experiencing this pain? Okay. Try to recollect what happened 2 to 3 days. Okay. So whenever the pain happens, 2 to 3 days, or maybe max to max the span of 4 to 5 days, what all emotions have you gone through? You have gone through, like whether were you stressed out? It applies even for even fevers, or indigestion, acidity, anything which is there reflecting on the body. Try to ask yourself, what are my current state of emotions? What are my current thoughts? Am I feeling very stressed out? Am I feeling like as if I'm being pressurized? Am I having some pressure from outside, from people? Do I feel like people are not understanding me? Certain questions, okay, which you can ask yourself to understand what is your state of mind. Because most of the times, the state of the mind has got some effect on the body as well, and sometimes a very larger effect. Okay, but for that, let us understand that it is not something which just happened. Okay, but that we will be able to get it. The answers we will be able to get it only when we interrogate or maybe introspect. So, as I say many times, like, it is always advisable to take a paper and pen or pencil, like, or on your mobile. Just try to put it into words, because there is a clarity when you do that. So, just record what all happened this day, yesterday, day before, or maybe within this week. Was there any conflict between you and your spouse? Was there any problem between you and your child? Was there any conflict between maybe your spouse and your child? Maybe you're feeling frustrated that nobody is understanding. You can't take sides here because you feel like maybe both are right in some way and both could be wrong in some way. But if you take somebody's side, then the other person might get angry. Okay, or is that like maybe your certain things could be like maybe your colleague told you something about something happening in the organization which you didn't feel very comfortable about, or maybe your boss said something about somebody, maybe even it could be even some, he could have appreciated someone, but you might have felt let down that why I am never being appreciated. There are multiple things, but just try to analyze what were my thought process, okay, within this 4 5 days time, or max to max a week's time, what I have been going through, what thoughts I have been having. Most of the times you will be able to actually pinpoint, okay, I was a disturbed some like at this point of time, when probably, it could be, for instance, it could be like probably if you are a parent, suppose, and uh, uh, your friend, okay, who is having a child of the same age, and suppose maybe they say that they are doing good, their child is doing good in studies, and maybe your child is not, okay. So maybe that can create some anxiety in you, and you're feeling like, oh my god, why am I not able to like get that kind of results out of my child? Is it am I not attending properly? Is there some problem which I'm overlooking? Am I not a good parent? Okay, these questions also, if it would have been in the back of the mind, would have created some kind of like overthinking leading to maybe headache. The headache you are able to understand because that is what is a pain which is gathering your attention. But the thoughts you are not able to understand because it is happening without you actually paying attention to it. That is, it is a unconscious thought pattern or dialogue which is happening. Okay, the result could be a headache, but you are not able to understand what created the headache. Okay, so but when you start to introspect, when you start to read your thoughts, understand your thoughts, it becomes easier to know that what created it. Once we know the root cause, it is easier for us to treat it without a painkiller. Okay, we will see those techniques now to come out of that particular habit of taking a painkiller every now and then. At the same time, there are many other things like, suppose somebody is having arthritis for a longer time. Somebody is having probably, spondylosis for a longer time. Or it could be something related to acidity for a longer time, anything which is or a migraine for a longer time. For that also, certain times it is a repetition, a particular thought pattern which created discomfort for the first time. For instance, I'll give the example of migraine. Most of the migraine cases start at a quite a young age, also maybe during the school time. I've met many people who have had migraine right from the school or college time. So the situation which started at that time, which created this particular issue, could be maybe a lot of overthinking connected to stress, where they are thinking how like how will I be able to perform in my exams. They could be probably taking a lot of performance pressure. So that could have created like imbalance in the acid levels of the body. There is a very clear connection between acid imbalance and migraine. When the acidity is like too much, it can also result in migraine. So that could have been the first episode. Later on, then a particular file is formed in their mind that they have been diagnosed with migraine. So they carry that, okay, I have this migraine, I'm a migraine patient. Okay. Then slowly, maybe whenever there is a lot of stress or tension, maybe related to, now it would be spread into different problems. Okay. So that initially it started as a stress related to performance and performance at the exams. Later on, if there is a fight with the friend, then the same kind of pressure which would be created then, that can create another attack of migraine. Sometime if they are continuously traveling or under the sun for a longer time and they feel very stressed out, that can create another attack of migraine. later on maybe like there is like lack of sleep and having spicy food, that again will trigger some acid imbalance that can, and while having food what was their state of mind, those also can create one more attack of migraine. Slowly then it is like reinforced in them to believe that I'm a migraine patient, I'm a migraine patient. So that carries on. Okay, so no matter how many pills they are taking, it is not getting completely cured. It would just give a relief for that particular time. Then as they grow up, then they go to office, then there would be multiple stress there that leads to migraine attack. Or it could be after marriage, some conflict with the partner that can lead to a migraine attack. So slowly, but why these things are happening? Because that original thing which was there, okay, they could not understand the root cause. So now the medicines whichever they are taking, it is just giving a temporary effect because the root cause is not solved. The root cause is all the time there. The trigger is all the time there. It is like if there is a earthquake, okay, so there is one epicenter. Okay, we call it like wherever from where the earthquake starts. So the earthquake can spread to different parts, okay, but the epicenter would be the start or the point from where the particular earthquake is starting. Okay, likewise for all of us, there could be certain root cause for each and every situation. What creates acidity? It could be somewhere we feel very angry, the anger which is stored inside. Okay, which is stored inside, this is after all we are one unit, right? So the suppressed anger inside can create like imbalance in the acid levels. Okay, so every time there is a suppression inside, anger inside, that can create acidity problem. Likewise, if anything related to the shoulders, the shoulder points are very much connected to the stress points. So see, whenever we are working, even on the laptop, okay, when we are like casually working on the laptop, like maybe watching a movie, that time we are not having any shoulder pain. But when we are actively doing something and we are stressed about that work, then automatically the body posture would become very tensed and very hard, like you are keeping a very difficult posture without you being aware of. So that is creating the shoulder pain. But is the shoulder pain related to the work because only body pressure? No, what made you have that body posture? What made you sit in that particular way? Because you were tense, your muscles were contracted. Okay, because you were tense, you took that body posture. Suppose if you are very relaxed, the body posture would be very different. So how we think would have a reflection on even the body posture that we have. Okay, so given that thing, it is very important that we understand what could be the main cause, the root cause behind a particular thing happening, rather than just blaming it on just a larger term like, oh, maybe I have this acidity problem, or I have the shoulder pain. That is there. That is the later on it happened. That is a reflection of what is happening in the mind. You're just looking at the reflection. It's like looking at the mirror and or maybe the reflection at the water and deciding something. But what about you could just feel yourself? Okay, likewise, what is creating that reflection? Let us focus on the thing which is creating rather than just the reflection. So now, when we are going for the pain management thing, let us first list down what all pains are there which keeps occurring quite frequently. Or currently, is there any kind of pain which you are facing? If not, if it is something related to which you have been having frequently, I would recommend you to just jot it down. Okay. So then we can work on it. Yes, Jyotiji. One second, I will put you on unmute. Yeah, please unmute yourself. Okay, by the time she does, Chitna has said about headache. Okay. So now, Chitna, what you would be doing is, you just write down how many times you are having this issue of headache, how frequently you are having this issue of headache. Moreover, just think of one particular episode where you had maybe very massive headache, and try to go back to the time again, to that particular point when you had this headache. Try to rewind, okay, the 1 week's time, that time, as to what all happened during that time. Okay, so try to understand yourself that what could have created this headache. Okay, so you just have to spend some time, couple of minutes, to understand yourself as to why a particular thing was triggered. And whenever you have headache, you would be having a particular problem. Okay, so what particular problem, so particular set of thoughts, so try to understand those thoughts. Now, about heart problem, which Anshu has said, see, it is also very important to understand, Anshu, from when this heart problem started. Okay, so write down as to when this heart problem started. This thing, go back to the time when it started. How was your year? Okay, how was your year? Because this was like, heart problem would have not manifested in one day, not like a headache or some minor issue. So how was your year, or maybe a couple of years? Were there any stressful episodes which happened? Okay, something like, did you lose a loved one, or did you get any like difficult lifetime life's phase where you were like going through like many different things. Okay, even if it would have been for somebody as a child, but what kind of situations were there? Was there any particular episode which had some shocking effect on you? Is it possible that you had any kind of unloved feeling? Okay, because heart is connected with the emotion of love. Okay, so is it possible that you had any unloved feeling? You don't have to tell now because it is on recording, but whatever it is, you can just jot down, so that you know as to what were the situations. Is that clear? Okay, so anybody else who wants to know about certain things, you can just let me know. But otherwise, it is just about whatever is the issues which you have been facing. Just backtrack, just go back to that time and just understand which things, which was the scenario that time, what were the episodes, what was your thinking pattern, what were your thoughts. Okay, so just write down that. Then we go ahead with the process. Okay, just give you a couple of minutes to just think it over and write it down. Okay, so now that you have written down, just focus on that part. Okay, by probably, if it is headache, you can just probably keep your hands on that head part which is paining, with or which regularly pains. Maybe you're not having a headache right now. Okay, but if you are having that frequent thing, you just can, so that your focus is on that particular part. So you keep your hands, so your hands are guiding you. You can keep a pillow if you want to take the support. Okay, if it is heart problem, keep your hands okay on the heart in whatever position you want to keep. If it is a no acidity problem, maybe on your stomach region. If it is leg problem, on your leg, just with the intention of focusing. Once you keep your hands there, okay, what we could do is, when we breathe in, we will be breathing in a lot of love energy and focusing all the love energy for that particular part. Okay, you look for what emotion you are lacking. If it is peace, then you will be breathing out all the peace. For each, it is going to be different. Okay, because for somebody, it may not be love which they are lacking, but maybe appreciation. Okay, so then you would be bringing in appreciation. That is, you breathe in All the appreciation the universe has to offer you, just breathe in all the appreciation, transfer it, like you have already kept your hands there. So you're transferring all the appreciation, okay, to that particular part with where you are kept your hands. Certain times it could be probably calmness. You want to be calm, okay? You just want to be relaxed, okay? So you would be inhaling calmness. Certain times it could be to let go of old patterns, okay? So when you want to let go of old patterns, now you have to probably be breathing in maybe lot of forgiveness energy. Okay, you might be breathing in forgiveness to forgive all the people. If not, you breathe in maybe lot of pure energy which would help you. Okay, the blessing energy, pure energy, which would help you to breathe out all the unwanted pain. So breathe in would always be something positive. Okay, it could be love, it could be appreciation, it could be gratitude, it could be compassion, peace, calmness, okay, pure energy, okay, anything. And when you breathe out, it would be the pain which you are breathing out. But again, when we talk about pain, it is not only the physical pain, but the situation which created to that, which we were discussing about, whether it is a uh, whether it is some kind of grudges that you have to breathe out, whether it is some kind of insecurity that you have to breathe out, whether it is some kind of pain related to some trauma that you have to breathe out, anything which you feel, anger, frustration, okay, emotion, emotional suppression, that you would be breathing out. So when you breathe in, you will be breathing in any positive emotion which you want in yourself, which you feel you are lacking. Okay, and when you breathe out, all this negativity you are going to breathe out. Is that clear? Understood? So let us do that. Or to make it visible, I keep my hands on the head so that this particular thing is visible to you. Okay, so and so when now if suppose somebody wants to breathe in love, you breathe in love, and maybe you breathe out all the hate inside you, all the resentment inside you. If it is purity or pure energy, you breathe in pure energy and you just breathe out all the darkness within you. Is that clear? So let us begin. Keep your hands on the part which gives you maximum amount of pain. Okay, of all the problems that you have, this one organ where you want to be pain free. So on that particular part, or it could be even acidity or any shoulder pain, lower back pain, leg pain, wherever it is, keep your hands. And just think of the emotion that you are lacking. What particular positive thing you are lacking, whether it is confidence, whether it is love, whether it is appreciation, just think of it. And when you breathe in, just take in as much as positive energy as you could and direct all that energy to the part on which you have kept your hands. Now let all the energy go there and then just breathe out. While you breathe out, visualize all the painful energy, both physical and emotional painful energy, breathing out. Breathe in all the things you are looking out for, all the positive emotion which you lack. Breathe in that and breathe out all the pain and emotional trauma. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in all the positive energy which you are lacking. Breathe in that and breathe out all the physical and emotional pain. breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Repeat this for 5 more deep breathe in, breathe out. Now slowly, when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Are you feeling better? The pain is down. The feeling relaxed now? Yes? Wonderful. Very good. Now, this is one of the techniques which you can use it anytime, but for that to be very effective, you should be able to know the root cause. See, the techniques could be simple, like just breathe in, breathe out, but it is not about breathe in, breathe out. I hope you understand. Okay. So it is about understanding what is the root cause. Okay. Once you understand the root cause, if it is the root causes like suppression, maybe what you breathe in could be freedom. Okay, so because you are being feeling suppressed, when you breathe in freedom, okay, breathe out suppression, that is going to give you much more effect and quicker result. Okay, so it is, you might be feeling just you are looking at the video, suppose, and not practicing parallel, you might be seeing just feeling like just breathe in, breathe out. How is that going to help? No, you have to practice with understanding yourself, understanding your own problems, and then what could be the antidote to your problem? What is that which you are lacking? Okay, so when you are breathing in what you lack, what you are looking for, and in the breathe out, whatever is not required, then that would be effective. Okay, and then you see that it's going to be like very quick result. So the best therapist is always going to be you. Okay, so it is something like you have to spend your time with yourself. So it is that's what is going to give you the result. Okay, so now let's see the next technique. The next technique would be about like any kind of pain which we are going through. Let us try to decode it, okay, in a simple way, like easier way. Now here, it is sometimes for people who trust uh, God or their guru more than themselves, which is also fine. Then here it is a surrender technique. This technique I had actually, I don't know, many years back, I had just read it in one of the book. I guess it was like The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, I guess. That is what I would have probably read. That is one of my favorite books, but very long back. So I don't remember. Mostly, I guess, yeah, that is what it is I have read there. There, it was about Norman Vincent Peale. He was like talking to this guy about he's some, uh, a person who had this pain of in his leg, and he overcame that. So then he asked, how did you overcome? He said, because I trust God. So whatever I used to do, what I started to think this way, that if suppose we buy a product from some company, suppose you bought a mixer from the company, and if suppose the mixer is not working, then what you do is you return it to the manufacturer, okay, and get it repaired. And then when you get back that particular thing, then it is as good as new. So I thought if we do that with any electronic or electrical gadget, then why we should be different? He said that, I feel like I have been manufactured by the God, by my, by my God, if suppose if I am having any difficulty, any pain, then why not, tell the manufacturer to repair it. So when the manufacturer repairs it, then I am out of it. So that's how I do it. So then he was like very impressed. He said, that's a very good technique. So how you do it? He said that, I just close my eyes, and whichever, like, suppose my leg is paining, I visualize that, I hand over my leg to the God, okay? And God is like doing some magic on that, maybe putting some lights and, something, and it is getting all right. And he's returning me that part. So then I again attach it to my, leg. And then when after doing this for many like sittings, or maybe it is could be 5 days, 10 days, or maybe instantly. Okay, for some people it could be instant. For some people it might take time, depending upon how many like years or months you have been having that problem. Okay, so it might take at least few days more than what other people would be getting their results. Okay, so doing this thing helped him to have a better body part, okay, or free of pain. And this was one technique which I had learned, maybe read a long time back. And when I had a surgery, I had been exposed to a backbone surgery where, some of the parts of the backbone were curated, and I have a metal plate at my back. So when I had the surgery, it's even when we have a small cut, we have a lot of pain, right? So my pain was quite deeper. It was not only on the skin level, it was not only on the muscle level, but it was on the bone level also. Okay, so it used to be immense pain, and I used to be like, even with like a lot of painkillers, it never used to subside. So I was like very young also, and I felt like this can't be for lifetime. Because see, sometimes, it is a blessing in disguise to know all these things at a young age as well. So I feel very blessed to have known this concept, that it is very important that I don't make a file out of it. I don't make a permanent memory or a permanent file out of it, that I have back problem and it is going to stay for life. So no, I could understand that if I didn't take immediate action, this could be a permanent thing for me. And I didn't want that. So of course, I had learned Reiki. So Reiki was something which I used to use regularly. Okay, meditation was one of the techniques which I used to do. And also, whatever positive health books I had read, whatever I gained out of it, I started to apply these things. So this was one technique I made. Like, based on this technique, I had formed one particular meditation for myself, that was, building faith meditation. So building faith meditation was because of the pain, I could never sleep. So I wanted to sleep. That was my goal. That was my dream, that I wanted to sleep at night without being awake because of pain. Because I could see that everybody at my home was sleeping. And that used to make me feel like, I also want to sleep, but I am not able to sleep, and I don't want to wake them up. That was creating, I was happy that they were sleeping, not that, but I felt like even I want to sleep. Okay, so that thing, then slowly I couldn't know what to do. So I was giving healing, I was doing meditation because I was completely on bed rest. So I was not like moving also. So given that thing, I wanted something. So this particular thing, this particular technique, I could form something like a building faith meditation. So in this technique, combining what I read and this particular technique of mine, it is a simple thing. What you need to do is like, you just have to visualize yourself in the palms of your favorite god or guru. And if you are not a big time on god concept, that is completely okay. You can probably imagine yourself in the hands of mother nature or mother universe. See, after all, there is some creator that created you, whether it is nature or god. It is different names that we give. Okay, so if you just visualize, and if at all you have been very close to your grandparent and they are no longer there, but it is totally your attachment based. Okay, so if suppose, if you had been close to your grandparent, you can even visualize you being in the palms of your grandparent. Only thing is, you need to be visualizing yourself in the form, in the hands of somebody or some energy who is not visible. Okay, but you can find some connection, that's all. Okay, so if it is Mother Nature, just visualize yourself in the like in the palms of maybe a green, green colored Mother Nature with trees along, whatever. But it is somebody who do not like meet often, but it's some connection which you feel. Okay, it could be a God, Guru, even an ancestor or Mother Nature. Okay, so visualize yourself as a kid and as a small baby in the palms of the higher energy. And then, one by one, whatever problems are there, just surrender with whether it is body pain. You can either just take it out and give it to them, like the technique in the book. For me, what I find it more comfortable is probably just telling them that I have this pain and just surrendering myself to them. Okay. So I'll say, I have this pain, I have this back pain, I am having terrific back pain. Please help me. So now that I am in the hands of Mother Nature, I used to, like my favorite god, I used to visualize that, my favorite god is just trying to caress all that pain out of me. Okay. So it is up to you what to visualize, but just tell all your problems. You don't have to hide back anything. Anything you have a problem, like right from no, I'm just frustrated. There was no like the water line is not working well. That is also okay. You can share. You can share anything. You can say I'm frustrated that I don't get any appreciation from family. You can say that, or you say I'm feeling very upset that why I am have to face this problem. Anything is there. Okay, so all those things would be something which you can share. So right from whatever is going on in your mind, share everything one by one. Tell that I'm having pain. So wherever the pain is, just visualize your God or the greater energy with the other hand trying to just touch you and just like applying a balm there. Okay, a pain relief, pain spray or anything, just with the touch, trying to just take away all your pain. Okay, so afterwards, after some time, just thank God or the higher energy, express your love. And then by the time I used to do this, I used to sleep. This is how I started to sleep with all the pain. Okay, so then slowly, that helped me. So, whatever techniques which we have been discussing are all tried and tested. I'm not just coming out with something randomly. Everything I have practiced, I have given to many people, to thousands of people have been benefited. They have practiced over so many years. They have got the result, and then it is coming to you. Okay, so everything is all tried and tested, and it is something that you can do many times. So now you may not sleep immediately because your intention is not about sleeping. My intention was to sleep, irrespective of all the pain which I had. Okay. And slowly the pain was gone. It's been so many years now that I don't have any pain because of the major surgery is something I had some 4 to 5 hours of surgery. So it was a very deeper surgery. So without having pain for so many years is a big miracle in itself. But these techniques completely cure. So follow this and definitely please give me the feedback because I would be so happy to know that it has helped you as well. Okay, so let us start. Okay, I'll just give you the guidance. So just go ahead and just follow the instruction. Okay, close your eyes. Do some 5 to 10 deep breathe in, breathe out, because that would completely help you to relax and shift to the trance mode quickly. Now, just relax and think about your favorite god, guru, ancestor, or any higher energy with whom you connect with. Now visualize a very Vishwaroop or the very bigger version of them, very huge form of them. Now visualize yourself as a small baby lying on their palm, one of the palm of the higher energy. See yourself just sitting or lying down. Now start to have a conversation with the higher energy. Just talk about all the tensions, all the frustrations, all the irritations, all the sorrow in your life. As if you just want some help. Just talk everything with the intention of getting some help. Time again, time and again, you can look at the beautiful eyes filled with compassion, how attentively they are listening, how beautifully they are responding, nodding their head, looking at you with lot of love, lot of compassion. Continue surrendering and talking, whatever you feel like telling them with the intention of receiving help. Now, also put forth all the health issues you are facing, wherever it is painful, wherever there is a lot of discomfort. Bring their attention to that particular body parts. It could be multiple, it needn't be only one, it could be more than one as well. It could be a jaw pain and acidity. It could be a leg pain and hip pain. It could be a heart problem and headache. There could be multiple health issues. You can just bring their attention to those parts where you need relief. Now just visualize your higher energy or God to just touch all those body parts where you are experiencing any kind of pain or discomfort. Just like how the mother just touches the baby, the child, caresses. Likewise, your higher energy, your God is just trying to touch and caress and take away all the pain from the part. Just see yourself as the small baby receiving all the attention, affection, love, and care from your God and higher energy. Continue deep, breathe in, breathe out, and be on the receiving mode. Receive all the love, care, and healing from God. If it is more than one part, try to repeat the same process at the second part, thereafter the third part, in the same manner. Just see the higher energy touching you with lot of love and affection on that part and caressing you. With each movement of the hand on your body, the pain is getting further less and it is becoming lesser and lesser till the point that you will be feeling no pain at all. Now that all the pain has come to an end, everything is all relieved, relaxed, and comfortable. Look into the eyes of the higher energy or God. Express your gratitude. Say how thankful you are for all the relief that you were given. Express gratitude for all the love and energy that you have been showered with. You being in the palm of the God, you can, as a child, you can kiss the palms or probably tell God to hold you closer and give God the biggest hug possible. It is all your choice. How you express love and gratitude to your higher energy. Now, once you have completed and once you're completely relaxed and ready to come out, then you can slowly open your eyes. I know you don't want to open your eyes. So when you're doing it later on, you can continue for a longer period of time. Now here, I prefer to remain the child in my God's palms. Now, if you want, you can see that you are grown up just like as you are right now, and then you can open your eyes. You have a choice. Okay. But I believe that gives me more comfort. Okay. I like a lot of pampering. So that is what makes me believe that I am more pampered and cared for as a child in my God's palm. But it is all your choice, what you want. Want to just see yourself now, I'm all grown up and just my own age and size. And if you feel like, I want to add something more to it. Yes, now I'm confident, now I'm ready to face the world. That you are free to do. Okay, you can make certain changes. But this is the original thing which I have been practicing, and that is what I shared, which gave me a lot of, and slowly my doses of painkillers reduced and I was out of the painkillers much quicker than which was anticipated. Okay, so and till date, till date, I have been as far as possible. I would say, as far as possible, I don't take any medicine. Okay, wherever, especially related to falling sick or pain, because most of the time I do not have. But if at all, if I am sometimes, because of lot of work which I do, sometimes I'm feeling a bit low, or if I'm feeling low in the sense physically, or I'm exhausted or maybe pain or something, then again I do this technique to just get relief, and it really works every time. Now, there are many students who say, like, yes, this has really worked for them as well. But sometimes they say, like, it worked for me. After 5 years, again, I was feeling pain. I said, no problem. Again, repeat it. Because, see, even if you take a painkiller, it's not going to be there for, like, 5 days. Again, after 5, 6 hours, you're going to feel the pain. So you again take a painkiller anyway. So why not, do a very safe technique where you are not, abusing your body with unwanted chemicals, right? So you are like, you can do this technique. Slowly you will be out of it. See, initially it's all about, it's all about getting the result, okay, in the best way possible. After doing this for many days, you will be out of it. You don't have to do it every time, but anytime later on when you feel so, you can repeat that. So that's completely fine, okay. But again, people, people should be open about, practicing this. Okay, whenever you are having discomfort, practice this. Okay, this would give you tremendous results for sure. Okay, so, and as I already mentioned, practice this, share your feedback. Okay, I would be really interested and happy to see that this technique is working for many, many, many more people. Okay, so that's it for today. Wish you a very happy healing and, a life free of all the pains. Thank you. All the best. Good day.